Okay, it's been way too long since I've done a teeth update, but I'm here now. Forgive me. So this is what's been going on. I've had two appointments since my last check-in, and I have another one in 4 or 5 weeks, somewhere around there. So, my going chronologically from my last update to the next appointment. This is what they said. They said, good news, bad news. Good news, we're going to get rid of your boosters. So the blue bumps that they put on, those are gone. How they get them off is you pretty much, they just like buff them off so it's not drilling, but it's like sanding them down, I guess. You just lay with your mouth open and the dust just kind of like flies out. It's really interesting being the one that the dust is flying out of your mouth of. That's a kind of a different experience. I've never. It's weird. Didn't hurt at all. All right. And then he's trying to organize my thoughts here. The bad news they said was you're probably gonna be in braces a little bit longer, and I'm like, tell me something that's actually bad news. Like, I think last week was like my 2 year mark of having braces. So basically, my teeth don't really hurt anymore. It's just they a lot of food gets caught in them. That's basically it. So that's not that bad of news to me. So I'm like, you know what? If it's what the treatment is gonna be, no worries. We got construction in the mouth. Construction projects always go not over budget this time, but past timelines. So I'm like, you know what? I was already prepared for it. We're good. All right. Oh, and at the orthodontist place, there's like two orthodontists. There's a dude and a gal, and so it's kind of just whoever's available you know at the moment. So at that appointment, it was the dude, and he said we're gonna be filing in between the um, the bottoms in the front. Like that was part of the plan. I'm like, but he said, let's finish, closing up the hole on the top, and then we'll do that. I'm like, cool. Appointment done. Next appointment. It's now the gal. So she looks at everything, and they're like, the triangles. Oh, the triangles. What do you want to do with the triangles? Excuse me, what are the triangles? I don't know what they are. I don't know why you're asking me what the treatment plan is. And they're like waiting for an answer. And I'm like, first of all, what are you talking about? So I think this is what they mean. And I'm going to use these to show what I think is going on. So originally, my teeth are like this, like kind of like overlapped. And as the teeth straightened out, there's now a triangle here. So like if these are my teeth, there's an open spot here. That is the triangle they're talking about, and it's like down here on this side. So that's what they're talking about. And if you remember, at the previous appointment, it wasn't an option really to get it fixed or not. It was just, is going to be fixed. And now at this appointment, it's up to me to decide if I want that fixed or not. So suddenly it's now my decision. And they said, well, think about it. And then at your next appointment, then we'll do it then if you decide to, or we'll just skip it if not. So I'm going to go ahead and go with it. Oh, how are they going to fix it? Is like filing a little bit of each side so they sit, like this, but still level. I'm like, let's just do that. If that was part of the treatment plan originally without consulting me, let's just go with that because I trust with their judgment and what they're doing, everything else is working fine so far. So let's just do that. Makes sense to me. Anyway, that's about it. Like I mentioned earlier, my teeth don't really hurt anymore. It's mostly, it'd be like weird to be like one day um my molars will hurt or something, and it's like, is there something wrong with them, or are they just sore just because, you know? So yeah. Other than that, I haven't had any pain in my mouth. Oh my gosh! Now that I said that, I freaking forgot. The Look at these. Look at that. I cannot get them. Well, two things. I cannot get them to heal. Two, I'm not doing everything possible to give them the opportunity to heal. They were like really bad, and usually they'll go away in like a day if you put like the wax and stuff on. And I started like doing that, like had waxed all the time, and they weren't going away and they weren't healing. And I brought that up at the, appointment. And she's like, well, do some like saltwater rinses, do some, she gave me like these like peroxide like mouthwash things. She's like, use these, use your wax, like be better about it. So I was like, okay. And finally they did heal all the way. But for some reason I just can't do that. And she also gave me this stuff called Gushy Goo. And let me run and get it. Hang on. This Gushy Goo. So it's kind of like a silicone or something, but it's not. So basically, you just push this, mix them together, and it's really soft when it starts. You just kind of mash it on there. A problem with this is it ends up like this color, this like kind of like pinkish color, and it's the other wax is just clear. So if you're using this, it does work. It hardens up a little bit harder than like the wax is, but it kind of takes a while to get to that point. So it's kind of like a very skinny like Play-Doh worm, and you're like trying to like push it in, and it's breaking and ripping, and it's harder to use. But anyway, I figured I'd try it since I had it. So I put it on, and I'm like, something's weird about this. Why is this so weird? And then I remembered those videos on YouTube where they're like, it's like this super heavy duty, like, tartar, like, removal videos, and how it's like big chunks of like white on your teeth. That's what it looks like, because it's this light color is really, really visible. It looks like that same color. And then when you're just talking and stuff, if someone gets a flash of it, it's like, ooh, what is wrong with your teeth? But the wax that's just clear, that doesn't have that problem, So I don't really use this because it looks super gross. And then I can just use the wax and it works, Yeah. So that's basically where I'm at. I'm thinking for my next color, since it's probably going to be one of the last times, I'm going to do silver, because the very first color I got was silver, and so now I think I'm going to go back and do silver, kind of bring it full circle. It just feels like correct, so yeah, that's about all. There's not really that much left to talk about, so yeah. Bye.